Trees don't just grow in this forest. They know how to keep quiet. Their trunks are covered with soft, silvery moss, which feels like a fluffy kitten's cheek. When you take the first step along the path, you feel your feet gently sinking into the colorful sand. This sand is not prickly. It consists of tiny grains of frozen sunlight, and with every step you take, small sparks fly up like fireflies. The air here is special. It is thick, warm, and smells of baked apples with cinnamon. You take a deep, calm breath, and this fragrance fills you with warmth from the inside. Your shoulders slump, your arms become heavy, and you want to walk slowly, slowly, without hurrying anywhere. There is a huge willow castle in the middle of the forest. Its walls are woven from the flexible branches of weeping willows, which reach down to the ground, forming a living, swaying curtain. A large panda in a twilight-colored silk robe greets you at the entrance to the castle. His name is Cloud. He is very slow. His movements are smooth, like the movement of clouds on a windless day. The cloud holds out a soft paw and leads you inside. There, in the center of the main hall, there is no ceiling. Instead, a velvety night sky stretches across which moon jellyfish lazily float. They glow with a delicate turquoise light, and from time to time release long, thin threads that reach the ground and turn into lullabies. You're sitting on a huge cloud cushion. It takes the shape of your body, supporting every muscle. A cloud brings you a mug with a warm drink from the petals of a dream. You drink it in small sips, and with each sip, your body becomes more relaxed. First, the tips of the toes relax. You can feel the heaviness and peace rising higher to your calves and knees. Your feet feel warm and still, like they're made of soft wax. Then the stomach relaxes. The breathing becomes smooth, deep, and very calm. Your chest rises and falls steadily, like the surface of the Pacific Ocean. Panda Cloud begins to tell the story of a tiny dwarf who lived inside an old grandfather clock. This dwarf didn't wind up the clock. He just lubricated the gears with starlight oil to make time flow smoothly and gently. The dwarf liked to sit on a pendulum and swing left, right, left, right. You imagine this pendulum, and your eyelids start to feel heavy. They become so heavy as if they were covered with a small rose petal soaked in dew. It's very pleasant for you to keep your eyes closed. In the dark, calm, kind images begin to float before my eyes. You can see the flowers falling asleep in the forest clearing. The bluebells stopped ringing and pressed their petals tightly together. The daisies curled into white lumps. Even the restless squirrels in the hollows of the old oaks have covered themselves with their fluffy tails like warm scarves. The whole forest breathes in unison with you. Inhale, and the trees tilt slightly. Exhale, and they freeze in a deep sleep. You can feel your hands resting on the pillow. His hands, elbows, shoulders, everything became weightless and at the same time very heavy from drowsiness. Suddenly, you notice that the castle begins to rise slowly into the air. Willow branches turn into wings, and you fly over the sleeping earth. Silver rivers float by below, sleepy cities where lights go out one by one in the windows, and quiet seas in which whales sleep, making fountains of colorful dreams in their sleep. The flight is so smooth that you almost don't feel it. It's like mom or dad rocking you in their arms. You're completely safe. There is only silence, love, and the soft light of moon jellyfish around you. A cloud is whispering in your ear. Look, there, beyond the horizon, lives the sleepy queen. She weaves blankets out of the mist for all the children in the world. And indeed, you see a beautiful lady in a dress made of starlight. She takes a thin silver thread and traces it across the sky, leaving a trail that turns into the Milky Way. This thread touches your forehead, and all the last thoughts, all the worries and pictures of the day just dissolve, giving way to pure white silence. Your forehead smooths, your cheeks relax, your lips freeze in a slight, barely noticeable smile. You sink deeper into your cloud cushion. Now you can only hear the beating of your heart and the quiet whisper of the forest somewhere far below. The world around you has become tiny, and your inner world has become huge and cozy. You are ready to enter the gate behind which the most wonderful fairy tales begin, the ones that you will invent yourself in a dream. There you can walk on water, talk to birds, and build castles out of sunlight. Panda Cloud covers you with an invisible blanket of silence. He extinguishes the last candle in the castle, and only the stars continue their slow dance. 1. You fall into the soft darkness. 2. Your breathing has become quite imperceptible. 3. You are sleeping. You sleep deeply and sweetly until the morning. Are you comfortable? Can we continue our journey through the forest of dreams tomorrow? Or do you want to add one of your favorite toys to this tale? Imagine that right now, while you're listening to my voice, your room is slowly beginning to fill with a soft, barely noticeable lilac mist. This mist is not damp or cold. It looks like cotton candy that smells of warm milk and blackberries. It wraps around your shoulders, your arms, your legs, making them heavy and calm. And in this fog, the door to the fabulous city of sleepy lanterns opens. There is no asphalt in this city. All the streets are lined with soft, pressed moss tiles. You can walk on them completely silently. The houses here are unusual. They look like huge upside-down cups of tea with muted golden light streaming from the windows. The inhabitants of this city are little fuzzies. They look like winter hat pom-poms, but they have tiny paws and big, kind eyes that are always half closed, because fuzzies really like to nap. The main fuzzy, named Pussycat, meets you at the entrance. He is wearing a tiny robe made of peony petals. Pussykin does not speak loudly. His voice is a soft rustle of grass in the wind. He takes your hand, and you feel how soft and warm his palm is. You are walking along the main alley, and live lanterns are swinging over your heads. These are large night flowers with fireflies living inside. The fireflies slowly light up and go out in time with your breathing. Inhale, the flashlight lights up with a gentle amber light. Exhale, the flashlight goes out smoothly, leaving behind a pleasant semi-darkness. Your legs are getting lazy. Each step is given to you with pleasant difficulty, as if you are walking knee-deep in thick cherry jam. You just want to sit down and watch the fuzzies get ready for the night. Here is one of them combing his fur with a silver comb, and this sends sparks of calm flying in all directions. If such a spark falls on your forehead, you will immediately feel all the thoughts in your head fade away, becoming like the motionless surface of a forest lake. You are approaching a large fountain of forgotten worries. This fountain does not contain water, but liquid silver. Fuzzies come here in the evening to throw small stones into the water. These are all the things that hindered them during the day. A broken cup, a moody mood, or just fatigue. The pebble falls into the silver water, a gurgle, and disappears forever, turning into pure dream energy. You can also imagine taking all your daily thoughts and throwing them into this fountain. The water washes them away, leaving only a quiet, transparent joy in your soul. Pussykin leads you further to the library of fairy tales without end. There are books made of the finest silk on the shelves. There are no letters in these books, just pictures that come to life when you look at them. You open one book and see a huge whale floating across the sky with hundreds of balloons tied to its fins. The whale slowly waves its tail, and from this movement, a cool, soporific breeze spreads throughout the room. You can feel the breeze on your cheeks. He strokes your hair, closes your eyes, and whispers, "It's okay. It's over. It's time to rest." A tree of eternal peace grows in the center of the city. Its branches are so long that they reach up to the very stars and gently tickle them, making the stars twinkle even more softly. Hammocks woven from the webs of moon spiders hang on the branches of this tree. Moon spiders are very kind. They weave their nets only to catch scary dreams in them and turn them into clouds. You lie down in one of these hammocks. It instantly takes the shape of your body. You can feel your back relaxing, the tension leaving your neck, and your arms becoming heavy and motionless, as if they were made of warm sand. The hammock begins to swing slowly to the left and to the right, to the left and to the right. This movement is so monotonous, so familiar, that your thoughts start to get confused and turn into colored spots. Podushikin sits down next to him and begins playing a small flute made from a reed stalk. The sound of the flute is so subtle and clear, it curls around you like an invisible ribbon, covering you with your head. You're getting very warm. Warmth in the tips of the toes, warmth in the knees, warmth in the palms. This warmth is like basking in the sun on the quietest summer afternoon, when even the grasshoppers in the grass have fallen silent so as not to disturb your peace. You can hear the clock striking somewhere far away in the main tower of the city, but they don't hit loudly, but dully, as if through a layer of cotton wool. Boom, boom, boom. With each stroke, you sink deeper into the soft, cozy darkness. There's nothing scary about this darkness. She looks like a velvet curtain in a theater, behind which the most beautiful performance will soon begin, your dream. You see the fuzzies turning off their flashlights one by one. The city is plunging into a gentle twilight. Pushikin covers you with a blanket made of fog and stardust. It's so light that you barely feel it, but it's so warm underneath that you don't even want to move your little finger. Your breathing becomes very shallow and shallow. You are floating on the river of sleep, and this river carries you to a magical land where you can fly, talk to dolphins, and build rainbow castles. Your eyes are tightly closed, and you really like this darkness. All the sounds of the room, all the thoughts about tomorrow are dissolved in it. There is only here and now. It's very cozy here. It's time for bed now. 1. Your body is completely relaxed. It's heavy and warm. 2. Your mind is as calm as the night sky. 3. You're falling asleep. Sleep, my little friend. The city of sleepy lanterns will guard your peace until the morning. Good night.